quarter is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. We don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive. That was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Corner Garrett Williams there on the stop.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Giants.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete. 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, they go with Benson. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their running backs getting set for this next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And that one set down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line.
Into the secondary at the 45. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Giants 1st down. Now, faking the give. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A give. Here's Benson. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Off play action, it's Tua. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run here with Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 21, here's second and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A throw on the move is caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And the Cardinals are going to be set up first and goal. Tackle made at the 9.
And the Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal.
10-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Benson. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal.
7-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
Down and goal.
York's kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you? Walter Nolan getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Back to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Throwing is Tua. The work is out wide to Benson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Tua. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Milton Williams in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This one will be from 37 yards out. York's kick is good. And the Cardinals, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Williams in motion. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 6-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tight end going in motion here. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's a run. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense get those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Now it's Tua. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 4. It's now
Again, it's Tua.
at the 45-yard line.
That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric.
Oh, they're caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Giants extend their lead to 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Tua gonna throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's gonna be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's Corliss Waitman now as he is on to punt for Arizona. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Williams in motion. Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. Now timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's deep, looking for Boyd. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And here's the Falcons wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Falcons move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cards offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with first and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away, and you can tell he's trying to avoid another costly mistake.
That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And a up and down, just shy of the 40.
15 yards on the play. That's good.
Now first down throw for Tua. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 5. To the air again. Tagovailoa. He'll get that complete to Harrison.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. The rookie from Penn State on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, faking the give, going for it all. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Again, working deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this 2nd half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the 3rd quarter?
Is good. Makes the score Giants 20, Cardinals 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. A shotgun snap for 2. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the Giants come up with it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Quick throw, taken in. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That one taken in. Touchdown, Giants. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
No problem there on the extra point. The Giants will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard
Play action, it's Tagovailoa. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Marvin Harrison Jr. incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It appears one of the Giants, yes, they were able to fall on it, so they keep possession. He'll step up and run this. From the 25, here's second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and inches.
They'll run the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Williams in motion. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. a road win here for the Giants.